figure out which is a better way for y'all. Maybe this is the better way. I'm not sure. Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. I'm sitting in my car. I hope y'all can see that. I'm not sure which way you like this one, the other way. I'm not sure. I got a new phone, so I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with this phone. More technology that I need to do. So, I'm sitting in my car, okay? If y'all don't know me, my name is Susie, aka MadameZeeTarot. I am the owner of this group. I am a tarot mentor, tarot teacher. Everything witchy woo-woo is me. So, I'm sitting in my car. I don't have to go. Today's my late day. So, I'm sitting in my car and I wanted to go live. And I wanted to talk to you about my spiritual journey and maybe what you guys are going through. So, just to give you a little bit of background, I work at a college, my muggle job, right? Because everybody needs a muggle job to pay the bills until we decide to move forward. I am a business manager at a college, and I have my MBA. And I've gone through the whole corporate thing and blah, 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 right? So, we're going through a buyout. And everybody, there's a lot of firing going on. There's a lot of backstabbing going on because everybody's trying, look at my hair. I need a haircut so bad. Because everybody is trying to keep their job. They don't know what they're doing. They don't, it's just total chaos where I'm at. And people talking about people, backstabbing each other in the back, throwing each other under the bus. That corporate climb the ladder bullshit kind of thing. So, my coworker came to me yesterday, which is why it triggered this video for you guys. And she's like, Susie, you don't ever get involved in any of this stuff. Why are you so calm and why are you so collected and why are you not really caring? And I told her, I said, because I have spent many, many years doing spiritual work, spiritual wakiness. Is that how you say that? I don't even know. I'm still on my first cup of coffee and I'm so tired. And a lot of inner shadow work, which she's like, shadow work, what are you talking about? It's like trying to talk to muggles. It's a different language. But it got me thinking that I need to come on and tell you guys a little bit about what happened and where you're going and what you're going to go through and a little bit about my journey so you can relate and so you can say, yeah, I'm experiencing that. I'm not sure what I need to do. How do you get to that Zen kind of mentality? But she was just like, you're not getting involved. You work your, 9 to 5 and you're out. And I'm like, yeah, because I've worked a lot of self-reflection, inner work, cord cutting. So this is what I did. Hi, whoever's here, say hi. I'm not sure if I can read the comments or not. So, I'm sitting in my car if you see people come by me in the parking lot because I'm not going in early. Because like I said, I work my 8 hours and I'm out. So, here's what happened to me. A little bit of background. I was raised Christian and blah, 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 all that stuff. And I had an awakening. It was a gradual awakening. It wasn't anything that was, major. It was very gradual to me when I started reading and researching. And I decided that church wasn't for me. I needed my own church. So I did my own thing. Started studying. When I started studying and I started questioning and I started trying to figure out the pieces of how my life should be, that is when my spiritual awakening started. And that is when I decided that I need to start working on myself. I was living in a bad place spiritually. I was driven by fear. I was driven by ego, which led me to, be the person that was, always getting into people's business, backstabbing, and all that other kind of stuff. Because I was a miserable person back then. That was years ago. Not so much now. Because I did a lot of work, spiritual work. So I did a lot of reflective work, a lot of letting go, a lot of cord cutting, a lot of healing gemstones, a lot of meditation. And I came to realize at one point in my life, and I can't even remember when, it must have been 10 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, that the shit that society feeds you and tells you what you need to do in order for you to be successful to their standards is straight up bullshit. Total crap. And I was raised in an environment, old school. My parents were, educated. They came from a corporate mindset, right? Where you're a corporate man, you do what you're told, you work hard, raise up the ladder, and that's how you're going to be successful. That's total crap. Total crap. It's changed so much from where my parents were instilled in me. And so I had to spiritually and mentally cut those cords of that type of mentality that was instilled to me at birth, because that no longer served me. That's not where I wanted. That's not where I was mentally and spiritually fulfilled in the corporate world. So, even though I have a corporate job, see, that's what I'm saying. Right now when I'm doing this live, I get all these reminders, hey, reports are due, you need to do this. Anyways, so it just floors me that you're probably going through this. You're probably thinking there's more out there than life. I'm not feeling connected anymore. And it's normal. When you start this spiritual journey, you will start feeling disconnected. You start questioning. You start wondering, what path am I going down? You start questioning everything that was said to you, what was told to you, and that is totally normal. But I want to warn you, when you start on this spiritual path, you're going to lose some of your tribe, some of your friends, some of your family, because they do not realize and they do not support like in a bad way. They just don't know. They don't know where you're coming from, and they don't know what a spiritual awakening is. So you're going to lose some people, but that's fine, because you're going to gain a lot of wonderful people who are there to support you and be with you along your journey. So embrace that. Embrace the cycle of, life. Like, people will come into your life for a season and people leave for a season, but they're there to teach you something, or you're there to teach them something. So through all my spiritual awakeness, right, I've done a lot of chakra lining. I've done a lot of releasing ceremonies. I've done a lot of witchy stuff, because now I am pagan and I'm more eclectic. I started off Wiccan, now I'm not. I'm kind of my own thing. A lot of spells, a lot of meditation, a lot of ritual. Ritual is huge for me. That's where I do a lot of transformation work. A lot of altars, a lot of meditation, a lot of getting outside in nature and getting outside and being attuned to what Mother Nature wants you to see. That's why it's called an awakening, because it's just like before, you're just going through life mindless, doing the same thing over and over and over again. And that is why I post on Mondays that Monday is Mindful Monday, because I was there. I got up at the same time every day, same routine. I was just going to work, doing my job. There was nothing spectacular about it. There was nothing wonderful about my, job, about my life. I had shit people around me. I had shit boyfriends in my life, because that is what I attracted. Because that is what I was about at that time. So I had to change my whole entire mindset. And so now people see me, right, as a beacon. And it's interesting, because I've become this mentor and this teacher and this, it's like, for instance, a friend of mine came to me and said, hey, I have this thing going on. I don't know what to do with it. It keeps following me. It keeps, it's appearing in my bedroom and stuff. So I gave her some stuff that she needs to do to get rid of it. But people will come to you for advice because they will see that you are different than everybody else. And that is a good thing for us, because as light workers, spiritual awakening, you want to separate yourself from that type of situation, those type of people. So when I was doing a spiritual awakening, it took me a lot of years to do this work. And I'm telling you now, this type of work is not for the faint of heart. You will bring up karma from family that no longer serves you, that is not your karma, that has been passed down through generations. You will be, hi Tammy. You will be shown things that aren't pleasant. You will get rid of things that no longer serve you. You will look deep into your soul, what karma type of energy you are carrying, a lot of releasing ceremony. You will be looking at inner shadow work, which is tough to do because that is showing you addictions that you need to be facing, that you need to release. You're looking at abuse that may have happened to you that you need to release. You're looking at a lot of crap that you have got to release and you've got to deal with in order for you to move on to the spiritual, higher level living consciousness. Now, I'm not saying that don't do it. I'm saying go for it, do it. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world to where I am now. Tarot was huge for me, which is why I love, hi Deanna, shadow work is so hard to face. It is, because it is facing your ego, facing yourself, facing your fears, and a lot of like abuse, addiction, stuff we don't want to face that we just kind of mask. We mask with abusive relationships. We mask with not healthy friendships. We mask with addictions to sex, to alcohol, to shopping, to food, to whatever that is. We tend to mask it instead of dealing with it and moving forward and letting it go and releasing it. So it is a lot of work, but it is so worth it, because then you can move on from that and move into the more spiritual type of Zen. You won't move into that type of Zen energy until you get rid of it. And speaking of that, that is why I started off Wiccan. I started off practicing and doing and dedicating my 365 year and a day. I did some of my shadow work and very freeing. It is freeing. And it's free, so I did the year and a day study, which is amazing. If anybody wants to do that, then I suggest doing it just so you get the basis and so you can start your spiritual journey and then move on from there. But yeah, a year and a day started, and it starts a lot of meditation, like I said, a lot of ritual stuff. And it is important that we carve out space in our busy life for meditation, for ritual, for spiritual work. If you don't, you're going to be what I call dead zombie inside, which is what I was. I couldn't care less about other people. I couldn't care less about other people's feelings. All I wanted to do, I was just out for me. I was out for what I could get out of them. And that is the type of people and relationships I attracted. And I had shit relationships because of the person I was at the time. But now I've cleared all that energy out. I've worked so hard on that. Now I'm a tarot teacher. Tarot transformed my freaking life. I'm telling you, that's why I love tarot so much. It transformed my life. It gave me the insight on what I need to work with, what I need to release, what I need to watch out for, what is coming up. It pretty much what I call tarot. People have this whole thing as, what is tarot? What's this mystical thing called tarot? It's not mystical. It's not. Tarot really just says, in a nutshell, wake the fuck up. Pretty much is what it does. Pay attention. Walk through life with your head up and watch your environment instead of walking through life with your head down, looking at your feet. That's all tarot really is. Making you look at life and pay attention to what you're doing and being mindful of what you're doing. So is anybody here that is on a spiritual awakening kind of path right now, or are they at the end of that journey, or are they just beginning? If you're watching the replay, make sure, I'm watching my time, make sure that you comment, and I will try to comment below. So I just wanted to tell you, it's a journey, but people will, once you come through the darkness, it's wonderful on this side. I'm telling you. Oh, Gianni, I'm so happy for you. I know you're going to struggle, and I'm here for you, for all of you. But I'm here for people who are especially just starting out on the journey and has questions, because it is tough. You will, some of the stuff that you go through and some of the stuff that you question, and what crystal do I use? What oil do I use? How do I meditate? What do I meditate on? It's overwhelming sometimes, and you feel kind of weird because you walk through this muggle world and it's like you're partying the waters, and people will just like leave and let you go through your path, and it is lonely sometimes. It is lonely. That's why I encourage you to go to Meetup, go to Meetups, go to Facebook groups and try to find your tribe, or if not, start one. Deanne says, I have always been magically inclined and knew there was more, but right now I'm coming out to people slowly. And that's what I did. I was raised all over, but my formative years, I was raised in the deep South. And they are not tolerant of any of this stuff. They think it's voodoo. They think it's devil worshipping. They think we eat children. They think we're freaking crazy. They're like, why do you have crystals? What's wrong with you? So I was in the closet for a long time. I was a soul practitioner for a long time until I found my tribe, and it was kind of underground. I think I met them through Meetup. I think I did a search on Meetup. So if you're looking for people that are Arkansas girl hair stars, yeah, Arkansas. Yeah, my parents are in Arkansas. So, but I think they have a pagan. They may have a pagan meetup group or a pagan festival. I think. I'm thinking they do. So that's another thing. Look for pagan events, pagan festivals. And if you have to travel 2 hours, I'm telling you, do it. And don't be afraid because of the word pagan. Don't be afraid of the word witchy or, earth or anything. Just don't be afraid. You are here to learn, to absorb. I always have crystals in my bra and rocks too. Yeah, I always have crystals in my bra. I went to my boss a couple of days ago, and they're doing a lot of transforming on business duties and crap, and I asked for a raise. So I had my chakra oils on, my throat chakras, my throat chakra necklaces or gemstones, and then I had my little goddess amulet in my bra. When I went in there, it says, look, this is how it's going to be, I need a raise, kind of thing. So that kind of stuff will transform your life. That kind of stuff, when you know what crystals to use, you believe in crystals, you believe in the goddess, God, whatever it is, the power of you walk differently through this path than what you are before. And I guarantee you, when you're and it is almost January, okay? And I encourage you, if this is the path that you've been questioning, start, well, I say start now, because I always think that, it's never too late to start. January is coming up. Start making your plan on what you want to do, what you want to learn, what you want, what you want to get into, what you want to leave behind. And don't forget that it is a brand new year, and I don't want you to go through another year being a muggle if that's not what you want to do. If you are being pulled and you're being called to a higher power, a spiritual path, I encourage you to do it, because I'm telling you, now is the time where we need light workers. We need a bright light in our society right now, because it's dim out there. So you need to do a spiritual awakening. You need to start moving forward, separating yourself from the crowd a little bit. Start walking faster but slower, if that makes sense. and start living your life with open eyes, open heart, open third eye, right? And open arms to embrace your path and people who need you. Because you never know who is looking. You never know who is watching you, who needs help, who needs guidance. And it may not even be anybody else. It may even be you. You're the one who needs the guidance. You're the one who needs everything. You're the one who needs to move forward into the path. So, on that note, it is 11 o'clock. I've got to go into my job and put these 8 hours in. I just wanted to come on real fast. I don't have time for a card, but I'm sorry I start rambling and stuff. So I encourage you, if you guys need any help on your spiritual path, please message me. I can give you insight. I can give you tips and tricks. I've been doing this for a long time. For a long, long time. I love tarot. I love spiritual awakenings. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm here to help you, to guide you, to be part of your spiritual journey. So, on that note, I'm going away for Thanksgiving, so I'm going to try to go some live. I'm not sure. We're going to be in the country, so I may not have good cell service. So, keep posting your stuff. Keep engaging in this group. This is why I made this group for you guys, to start connecting with people, asking questions. So, that is why this group is here. So, I'm going to sign off. I wish you the best today. Live mindful today. Pull a tarot card today. And meditate on what the tarot card has to say. That's a good place to start. Okay, I gotta go. Alright, till then, see y'all later. Bye.